Hi guys. So I figured I would go ahead and do a live tonight. It's pretty much the same thing that I've done before with some mushrooms, but they're different types of mushrooms. I didn't get them at the Dollar Tree. This time I got them at Hobby Lobby. So they're a little bit taller, they're a little bit more unique. They weren't as cheap as the Dollar Tree, but I'll go ahead and show you what all I bought, and then I'm going to go ahead and make them because I want to make sure to add those to my table for farmer's market that starts on the 21st. So I'm so excited for that to start. I'm starting to get everything all packed and ready. I think all I have left to get is maybe a little bit more bags and maybe even some tags to price everything. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I ended up getting one of these, one of each color. They were originally $7.99, but I did not pay that because they were on sale. Most of everything was like 40% off. Some things were 50% off. So I will not have to charge the full $7.99 for this because I did get them cheaper. But I loved these colors. I figured that they would sell. And then I ended up getting one of these. I probably should have gotten more because this one is so cute and unique. This one was originally $9.99. But again, I did not pay that price for it. But I think this one will make a really cute gnome as well. And then I got two of these little ones. I want to be able to have some small things for my table. Hi, Linda. And this one was $2.99, but again, it was cheaper. I think I only paid $1 something for these a piece. And then I ended up getting these cute little napkin rings. These I will make into little bunny gnomes. Probably not tonight, but keep the lookout because I will be making them into bunnies. And then I also grabbed all they had left of these because I thought they looked really cute. They would make perfect bathtubs. Hi, Becca. And when I grabbed all of them off the shelf, once I got them in the car or whatever, I noticed 4 of them were regular. And then there's one that's galvanized. So they're going to make really, really cute bathtubs. And on the sides, they do have the little handles. That just adds a little bit of character on each of those. So later on, I will be making those. They will end up at my table at the market. And then I also want to give a shout out to the ladies that kind of help support me and keep me sane as well. My daughter, Danielle, tonight I'm drinking my drink out of this beautiful tumbler cup that she made for me. She works at Holistic Gypsies. If you haven't gone up there, you should. It's an awesome, awesome store. So if you see me drinking out of that, that's where I got it. She brought it home for me from Holistic Gypsies. And then the lady that runs the Coffee Depot, she contacted me and she wanted to make some donations to help with my crafting. Now, I couldn't take all that she had. She had quite a bit of Christmas stuff. But I did end up getting a couple of these from her. And all these little pieces I can pull off. This was originally $8.99. I don't know where. Oh, it says Hobby Lobby, so she got them at Hobby Lobby. Or maybe somebody gave them to her as well. And then also these here. And I break them apart and use them as accessories. So I plan on possibly using some of those tonight. And then I wanted to show you these. These are for Christmas. They're place card holders. But when it gets closer to Christmas, I will probably end up using them as well. But they're like little pewter things, and they have a clip on the back. So I could make a gnome, and then this could be clipped to his outfit, or just an accessory, or whatever. Or I could have one coming out of the top of one. But she had quite a bit of stuff. And if you have not gone to the Coffee Depot, you should try it. They have amazing food, amazing atmosphere, just amazing all around. So I'm going to go ahead and put those away. And I'm not in my normal area. I am staying at my brother's. And so I am in one of his rooms. That's why the wall is green. So this is the room that he's letting me stay in while I'm visiting. So that's that. And then also I wanted to show you some of the other things I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. These are like little wooden things. I've used them before. They had like little animals. Anytime I see a new one, I grab at least one thing of it. So I have it for some of my accessories. And then I've already shown you the little mushroom accessories that I've got. So I'm just going to go ahead, since there's plenty of people logged on now, I'm going to go ahead and start decorating some of these mushrooms. And I want to say they're considerably taller than the ones that I get at Dollar Tree. They're a little bit more heavy duty, but it kind of feels like the same stuff. So I don't know why it feels like it's more heavy duty than the other one. Oh, I'm just staying at Chips for a little bit. And then I already cut out some of the fur, but I will show you how I cut that on some of them. That way you guys know the little techniques. Hi, Janet. And of course, I also have my beads for my nose. So with this one, I noticed there's a little drip down the side. I kind of want that hidden, but I still bought it anyway because I can put a beard in front of that and you won't even see it. So either way, it's going to work. And it also, with this hook, you can have it towards the back, towards the side, whichever way, because no matter what side it's at, it is super, super cute. Hi, Jessie. But I decided I want to cover this up. So this is perfect placement. And I'm just going to go ahead and I cut my faux fur. So what I'm going to do is just glue that down. Where I want it. And I'm just going to put that under that rim. So he's got that. He's got that perfect length too. I used this template for all of them, but I didn't go all the way to the top. I did shorten it just so it wouldn't drag. But if I did make it longer, I could always fold it over. But I noticed when I folded it over on this one, it pushed out some of the fur, and I didn't like that effect. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it that way. And you can fluff out the fur however you want to give it that texture that you want. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the nose. These mushroom gnomes are so easy, and I like that because I can make quite a bit of them for the market, and I don't have to take so much time with it. Alright, so then I'm going to go ahead and glue this nose in place. already looking good. And I mean, you could leave it just like this without any bells and whistles on there. So he's so cute. You could even fluff it up, and where this is, you could have glued the nose up higher. But before I went live, before I started the live, I kind of played around with it just to see where I wanted to put it. Lee, so I got the mushroom at Hobby Lobby. I had done another video where it had smaller mushrooms. They don't come all the way up and have like a curl like this, but the Dollar Tree ones are just as cute. They're so adorable. So with these, it doesn't take much. You add that fur, and then you add the bead for the nose. Boom, you've got one. You don't have to add any accessories if you don't want to. I normally like adding just a little bit of something to the hat, just so it gives my little flair on it. So I'm just going to kind of look and see what I want to add to this. I think I might. So I ended up getting these at Walmart. Hi, Shelly. These are just like little, I thought they were buttons at first, but they don't have the thing like a button, but there's an itty bitty hole at the top there to where you can make it an accessory for anything. But I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then I just kind of place it and move it around to see where I would like it, which side I want it to look at. And since his hat's going one way, I think I'm going to have the leaf going the other just to kind of even it out just a little bit. Doesn't need any bells and whistles, and just use what you have around your house. You don't have to go out and buy special stuff. You'd be surprised what you find like in a junk drawer or a craft room or whatever. Possibilities are endless. And then I think I'm just going to glue a pine cone on it. Normally I've been using a lot of the Spanish moss. I am kind of allergic, but it doesn't stop me from using a lot of that. I have allergies really bad, but if I keep the lid on that and I don't use a whole lot of it, I seem to do okay. But I wanted to see how it would look without using that Spanish moss because I've been using so much of it. And this pine cone has a flat side, so I'm going to use that to my advantage with this one. So I'm going to just place the flat side of that pine cone next to that leaf. And then I'm going to call this one done. And that was only, what, 2 minutes, if that. He doesn't need a whole lot of bells and whistles because he's got this beautiful detail and the colors work really well with him. And then, of course, you can just fluff his beard however you want it. And then if you wanted, a lot of times I do and a lot of times I don't. Just kind of depends on my mood. I use this gold marker from Dollar Tree, and I'll add 3 little freckles on his nose, just to add a little bit of character. Can you see that? So this one is pretty much done. And he'll sit just perfect on like a tiered tray or on a shelf or whatever. And these types of gnomes I normally charge about $5. This one I might have to charge just a little bit more because he was more expensive. He wasn't $1. So, but yeah, they turn out really adorable. With the blue one that I got, the blue and purple, I don't have a whole lot of different colors for my faux fur, but I do have a little bit of blue, and since this had blue on it, I kind of wondered what the blue fur would look like with him, or if it would be too much. So I did cut a little bit of blue fur just to see if I'd like it and get your guys' opinion on it. So if I added a nose, would that be too much? Too much blue? I don't do a whole lot with the colors, but I think the blue would kind of set him off a little bit, make him a little bit more unique. Or I could use a white. Or I could use the brown. Because I'm kind of low on my colors. But I thought maybe I would see about doing a colorful one. Hi, Leslie. You think the white would look better? And I'll put He kind of looks like a wizard, doesn't he? With the white, he looks like a wizard. So I have 2 people with white and 2 people with blue. Is there going to be a tiebreaker? And with this white, I don't have it cut yet because I want to be able to show you guys how I do it to where it doesn't flatten out all those all the fur. Oh, I have another one that likes the white. So the white one I think is the winner. So what I do is I lay my template on there and I hold this with my hand really good. And then with my scissors, this is going to give you a really good cut. Now some people lay it down on a table and use their little box cutter, and they just cut that backing. I've gotten it down to where I can use my scissors, and all that I do, I hope you can see this, so I go and put my scissors in that fur. So all that I'm doing is my scissors are touching just that backing, and then I'm gonna snip just where that backing is. So it's not getting all of that fur to make a straight edge. And then when I pull it apart, I still have that length. So then I'll show you on this part here, on this scrap. So if I would have just used my scissors full and open and not watched where I put it, it will cut. It'll cut that fur to where it's still there, but you don't have that nice transition there. So that's the key. Always try to just go underneath that fur and just grab the backing with your scissors or your knife. Okay, so I'm going to find out where I want my front and which way I want my loop or my top of my hat to go. I think I'm going to have it go the other way. That way if I have them on my table, their hats go opposite directions. And it doesn't matter either way. There's no wrong way of doing it. But I just think that's how I'm going to do it. And this one, I am going to turn down the top just a little bit so I have a little bit of fluff, because this one feels like it goes in a little bit more than what that other one did. So on this one, I'm going to add that glue at the top, and I'm going to just fold down that edge. And then when I wrap that around, it'll give it a little bit more lift. So then I'll go ahead and glue that down. This one is going to look like a wizard. He's going to be adorable. Then I will add glue to the nose here. Oh, he's already looking so cute. And you just kind of hold it in place for just a little bit. Oh my goodness, he's adorable. He looks like a wizard. He could be a wizard too, but this one to me looks more like a wizard, and the other one looks more woodsy. So I'm just going to look at some of my accessories and see what I want to do. I also have these little, it's kind of for those, you punch them into like leather or whatever, and they have like the little prongs on the back. I have those. And I thought if I wanted to, I could fold down the prongs and then I can just glue them down. And use that as an accessory. Oops. They're so small though. There we go. Oh, and if you hear any noises, it could be my brother's dog. I left the door open in case you wanted to come in. Okay. So I have that. Maybe I'll do more than one of those. I don't even know what they're called. Are they brads? It's like a metal decoration. They were in with stuff of my grandparents, and when I got their goodie box or whatever, kind of like a little tool holder, it was full of them. So I thought, well, I will go ahead and use some of those. Yeah, she's not in the room right now. She's in the other room, but Cicely is a really, really nice dog, and I love spending time with her. She's so snuggly. So now I'm just kind of looking to see what all I want to add to this for the accessories. I think I'm definitely using one of these because it makes me think of a magic spark. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there for sure. It'll also give just a little bit of lift to that other side. Then I have these little flowery things. It's not quite the purple. It doesn't quite match, but I think it will accent it really nice. And it'll hide that end of that white piece really nicely. Okay. Then I will place these silver brads or whatever they are to it as well. I think I might use the holder as my tool to place them too. I think this will work out a lot better. Yes, perfect. Hi Roxanne, I don't think I said hi to ya. I'm liking how that's looking. I'm having a lot of little wispies though. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down a little more, just in that spot. There we go. I love seeing how these work out. Hi, Marianne. All right, so I'm going to turn it around. So I did the little metal brads up the branch there, and then these look like little sparks, and then that little flower. But he kind of makes me think like he's a wizard. He's so cute. And I mean, he would have been cute all by himself too. I wouldn't have needed to add anything, but I like to add my little touches. So there's the two. Aren't those cute? And I like that this is a craft that goes so quick. So it's something anybody can do when they don't have tons and tons of time. So it would be a good craft for a mom or a nana or somebody that has like a big work schedule and they love to craft but they don't have a whole lot of time. So all that they would have to do is get the mushroom, add a beard, add a nose, boom, you're done. Add a little bit of accessories, just a few minutes, and you've got yourself a cute little gnome. Alright, so I'll put that blue one down. With these little ones, I kept thinking Smurfs, so I wasn't sure if the blue would go with the little ones, you know, since Smurfs are blue, or if I should keep to the brown or the white. So I'll get your guys' opinions on those two. This one here is kind of like an off-white, where the other ones are a bright white. So this one, I thought for sure the brown would work really good for it. And then I'll go ahead and show you again. Oh, thank you, Marianne and Roxanne. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad so many people are able to log in. I wasn't sure since I gave such short notice, but I haven't done a live and it feels like in forever, and I just had to do one, even though I'm not at home right now. So I'm just going to be cutting that backing. I'm going behind that fur. And I'm just cutting that backing. And then when you pull it away, you still have that nice edge. And you can take a little comb and comb those out. I did not bring it with me, but it all works. And when you do cut it, there will be a little bit of fur that pulls out, but that's okay. There's not really a whole lot that comes out with it, just because I cut it that special way. Now, if I would have cut it just straight across or whatever with the blade on both sides of the fur and the backing, then there would have been a lot more stuff that come off of there. This one I'm going to go ahead and fold down a little bit because there's so much space here. I do want it to fluff up just a little bit when I put that there, because I don't want it to be hidden. Then I'll go ahead and glue down my beard. And always make sure to fluff up your beard when it has this really big lip, because you don't want it getting hidden. Hi, Teresa. You want to be able to see where that beard is. You don't want him hiding. And for him, I probably should have brought some of my big beads for his nose, but I still think this will work. I want to make sure I get to the center though. And some of my beads, I don't know if you can see that, it has like a little, almost like a little belly button. Sometimes I put those to the outside just so it gives it character, and I place it like off to the side. These would be really cute to angle it at the side and do a little witchy gnome, because then it would look like she has a wart. And you never know, the gnome might have a wart too, but just adds character. Then I just hold that in place. Where you want it. I'm also going to add a little glue right at the top to hold it in place up at the top there. Now, just so you know, I did place the nose a little bit too far over. And I'm going to show you that it's an easy fix. So all I did was pull that nose off of there. And you could always use a heat gun to reset or reheat that glue. And then I'm going to move him over. There we go. There we go. Now he's looking better. I had him way too far over to start with. Then I'm also going to add that glue up at the top of the nose. And it's easier to move it around when you first do it and not quite a ways later. There we go. And later on I will brush out this fur. And he'll have that bushy beard. So he's looking really, really cute. I do think the bigger nose would have worked best with him, but that's all right. He's still good. And if I had small little boots, I could, or even like the baby shoes. I think he would look really cute with feet too, because he's a taller one. Now with him, I think I might want to use some of the gold, some of that gold sprigs that I had gotten, because that just ties in that cream really well. So I'm just going to find out which side I want the decoration to be on. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so I think I found where I want it. And I'm going to go ahead and put 2 of these pieces on him. And really, there is no wrong way. So, however you're wanting to do it, that would be the right way. However you're wanting it. I've also got some of these. I end up getting some of these. They have like red berries. That might even look cute with it as well. Robin, everyone is doing good. There we go. So I just pulled a little bit of that one off of there. So it'd give a little bit of pop of color. So it kind of looks like I have berries on that mushroom. And then I might even put, since this one looks more like a real one, I might add some pine cones. Just because I think that would look really cute with them. I just have to decide if I want 1 or if I want 2. I kind of like 2, but a lot of times I feel that I'm doing maybe too much and it might be like overkill, but I just kind of go I have to get used to just going with my gut because I ended up liking the result. Sometimes less is more, and sometimes the big frills just add what it needs. So I do like how this looks. Not that though. Trying all of my options with the accessories that I brought with me. I might just add a little button in there too. Just to hide where those meet. And I'll add a little bit more of the berries. I'll tuck that in. Yeah, I like that. So he has a little bit more going on up there. Phew, excuse me. Like I said, allergies. It's probably from opening that Spanish moss. So this is the ones that I got so far. They're so cute, right? I think they will sell at the market for sure. And then I have these cute little ones. And on these, when you look at them, you'll tell that one side, it kind of slants upward. So I'm going to try to make sure that that is my front, and where it sits lower, that will be the back. And then I just have to decide what color I want for that beard. Teresa, the mushrooms I got at Hobby Lobby. They were having 40% off, 50% off. It just kind of depended on what aisle you went in. I want to say all of these were 40 that I had gotten. So I'll look and see if I want the white, brown, or blue. I don't think I'm wanting the blue because I'm not really liking how that looks. And with these being smaller, since I have two, maybe I'll do one white and one blue. That way I get a little bit of variety. And this one I'm just going to eyeball. Yep, that's going to work great. I'll eyeball this one too. And just remember to cut only the backing. That way it doesn't cut that edge and you get that nice bottom there. Now for accessories on these, I'm not sure. I also have like ladybugs. I think those would be really cute. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get to the... I get so excited when I start doing them. When I start doing the beard, I'm like, what accessories can I use next? Since that's the next step after the nose in the beard. Hi, Sue. And I'll glue down the beard. And these, earlier I tried the medium-sized noses, and I wasn't sure if I liked it, so I might get your opinion if I should use the medium size or if I should do the smaller ones. So I'll show you that here in a second. I probably could have cut a little bit further down since these are so short, but I'm just going to go with it. They're so cute already. So I have a small nose, or I can still use the bigger nose. A lot of times I still use the big ones because I like the big nose gnomes. So there's a small one. Or the big one. Hi, Sam. Do you guys think the small nose or the big one? The small would make it look like a big nose for the small ones, I think. Alright, so far the small one's the winner. Go ahead and turn them around. Make sure I have that middle. They're so cute. They're so cute. I don't think there's a wrong answer. And with these, I thought maybe a lot of times I like making bows and using bows on my projects. So I could also add a little bow. And I know I probably could have used less and not waste as much, but I just kind of wing it sometimes. Maybe I'll make more than one bow and stagger them on there. I'll see how that looks. Then accessories. Those would probably be way big. Oh, I have an idea. So, thinking of just maybe one bow and a ladybug. Just something simple, simple and sweet. Oops, thought I was going to drop that down on the floor. Oh, I like that. Even though it's not as detailed as those, I don't think these need it because they're so small and dainty. I think if I would put tons on there, it would overwhelm it. But just a little simple bow and ladybug, I do think that looks really cute. And on the other one, instead of a ladybug, I'm thinking of using something else. Since it's bright, I think I'm going to use that. And I think I'm only going to use one bow. Oh, that might be too big. So maybe I'll do something different. maybe I'll do this one. So I ended up finding a little horseshoe, and I'm thinking maybe I'll use it. And this one will be a lucky mushroom, because horseshoes are lucky. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I think it's going to be cute. Oh yeah, I like how this one turned out. So this one has a little lucky horseshoe. And that one's just a cute little ladybug. They turn out so cute. And all the other mushrooms that I did had that Spanish moss on there. But I figured I'd try to steer away from that this time and do some with different accessories. I had also brought some flowers, but I think the flowers would have been too big. Once I started going through with what all I brought, I figured, and those little mushrooms, I don't think they're already mushrooms, so I didn't think that I needed to add more mushrooms to the mushrooms. How cute, right? So I'm going to go ahead and try to place some of these to where you can see them in the frame there. I'll do them this way. There we go. I get all of them in the screen. They turned out so cute. I wasn't sure how it was going to work since I'm not at home and have my entire stash, but I really wanted to do a live and touch base with you guys and get these done for the market. I really do think they'll sell. Teresa, isn't that adorable? They also had, somebody had posted a picture where they had one more color combo, but I don't know. I gravitated towards these because the other one had a little bit of red, and I thought, well, these, mushrooms, you normally always tend to gravitate to the red, but these had different colors, so I made sure to get these. Now I'm wishing I would have gotten more because I know they're gonna sell. I think all the mushroom gnomes are going to be my best seller this year. Just because they're so small and they're easy just to tuck up on a shelf. They don't take up much room. They make a really quick, easy gift. Just like in your hand. It's just so small and cute. They would be really good for Mother's Day too. If you wanted to doll them up for Mother's Day. Put them in like a little gift basket. Everything works. And the farmer's market starts on the 21st. That's a Saturday. It'll be 8:30 to 11. I do plan on setting up. I'm going to try my best to be at every single market this year on Saturday. Wednesdays I won't be able to do it because I have to work and it's a doctor day. But I was talking to my manager and she's going to work with me to where I can do market on the Saturdays. So looking forward to that. And then I'm also going to try to do some more lives before then because I want to do something with these for the market and then also get the bathtubs done as well. So even though they're similar to some of the gnomes that I've done before, the bathtub gnomes are a big seller They were a big seller for me last year with the white ones. But the metal ones, as soon as I did a metal one, boom, they were sold out. So with those, I think those are going to be good as well. Now, Teresa, Mother's Day, I would love to do one, but I have to work on Mother's Day. I know, great, right? I only have to work 5 hours, so you never know. I might pop on. Maybe I'll do some of the bathtub gnomes or something on Mother's Day, or maybe even do a Mother's Day little gift basket live. That kind of sounds more of what I would want to do. So we'll see. I know I have to work until 3, but maybe I can do one later that night. Because I would love to hop on and wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. And with it being a holiday, what better way to spread cheer and everything is to wish everybody that kind of in person, even though it's on a video. But how long have I been on here? It hasn't really been that long, right? Maybe an hour? Boy, see, this one, these crafts, they don't take much time at all for these ones. So it's a nice, quick craft. And they turn out so cute. You could leave these plain, even this one, because this one has a lot of the spots on the top, so there's a lot of detail. This one, there's not as much detail on there, so just that simple little touch is good, but they would have looked great plain as well. And play around with the noses. If you guys make these, play around with the noses, the sizes, and if you use white, the white faux fur, what I have done, you can use marker, or somebody also said that there is some special ink that you can use in order to color the beard if you want, and you don't have, excuse me, you don't have that color. So there's ways of doing it if you don't have the color that you are absolutely wanting. I know I need to get more faux fur because I don't have a variety of colors. I mainly have the white and the brown. I do have a limited amount of the black and a very tiny piece of the blue. I might even have a little bit of red, but I would love to have like a purple or kind of like a rose color or a teal, just so I have a little bit more variety. I have thought about buying one of the blankets that they have at Walmart, and it's just a furry blanket. And they also have furry rugs. I want to say the furry rugs are like $24 for a nice size rug, and it would make tons of beautiful beards for the gnomes. So somewhere down the road, I might go that route. Otherwise, I'll be checking out like Joann's Fabrics, or maybe even order on Amazon. So, but I'm going to go ahead and log off here in a second. But I do want to take a moment and thank you all for watching, taking the time to do the craft with me and brainstorm, give me ideas. And thank you guys so much for following me. There is a star option, but I'm not 100% sure how it works. I've kind of been lazy with that, and I have not read up on it. So at some point I will do that. But I want to wish you guys a very good night, and thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys so much. And then I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Thank you again. Bye.